Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi, at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us are our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Jon Huertas is making his first appearance on our program today. You guys have known him from some amazing television shows and film, but most recently you've known him as Miguel from the hit show on NBC, This Is Us. He's going to talk to us not only about the success of that show, but also he is directing the upcoming episode you guys can look forward to next week, and we'll let you know how to be able to stay tuned for that. Jon, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, Jon, a really exciting time for you, but you've had such a successful run in front of the camera. And as I mentioned, we're going to see your work behind the camera in next week's episode of This Is Us. But what has it been like for you, Jon, as you kind of reflect on this journey as an actor and what you've been able to accomplish?
You know, it's humbling, really, because, you grow up with this dream of being an actor, being a working actor, and where I didn't grow up in Los Angeles, and it just seems unattainable. So it's really humbling, and I'm in awe of even being able to have a career, especially now that I've taken it behind the camera and started directing and producing, and you dream about it, but you don't think that dream is ever going to come true, and but with the hard work and just never quit attitude, anything is possible. So I hope that whatever my journey has been, that it can inspire anybody else with any other kind of dream for any other type of career or just life, that people can believe that they can do what they want.
I love that. And, Jon, I know you have been able to do just that. You had said in an interview when I was prepping for the segment, I watched an interview you did back in 2018 with The Hollywood Reporter, and you said about This Is Us that it was the best pilot you have ever watched. And now you've been able to be a part of this show as it is now into its final season. What has that been like for you to see the way that the audience have really taken to the show and saw exactly what you did in it?
It's for me, I like to... I like to figure things out, and so I'll take things apart and put them back together just to know how they work. And I feel like when we got going along in production over 2-3 seasons, I spent that time figuring out what it is I loved about how they did this pilot, and I really now I think understand why the audience kind of loves our show and why they feel like they can see a piece of their life in almost every episode, and whether it's a personal experience that they're going through, someone in their family, someone in their extended family, someone in their extended group of friends, and they can always find something in an episode that they can relate to. And I think our writers are really good at doing that, and I think it's a testament to how Isaac and Elizabeth and Dan, those are our showrunners and show creator, really run their writer's room and allow the writers to bring a lot of their own personal stuff into each and every episode. So each and every episode is written usually by one or a couple of writers, and but all the writers work on the episode. All of them participate. I think that's why, when you have a room full of 10, 12 people, you have the ability to tap into so many different angles when it comes to a story, so that people feel like they can connect to it.
Well, I think that is so true. And you mentioned something interesting about the audience seeing themselves in it. The other thing about you as an actor, Jon, that I noticed with the different casts you've been able to work with, you all seem like family. I mean, and, of course, with a show like This Is Us, you all have gotten so close. How does that feel for you, to be connected with people who are as equally as passionate about the craft of acting as you are?
I mean, it's really amazing to find people who love to do what you do, who love to talk about what we do when we're not doing it as well. That's one of the things I think that a lot of the actors that are working actors, that you just love it so much. You talk about it when you're not doing it, and when you can. And I think this goes beyond just being an actor. In any job, any industry, any lifestyle, if you can talk about it when you're not doing it, it means you love it. And when you find people like that, it makes you feel very comfortable in what you do. And I think that's what I take from every different cast member that I've worked with, that I've connected with and had a great experience with. It's always someone that loves it as much as I do.
As I mentioned, the final season of This Is Us is on now on Tuesdays on NBC. And I said, John, you were directing the episode that's coming up on Tuesday, January the 18th. What was that experience like for you? Not only to be able to direct the show that you yourself love so much, but knowing, of course, this is the final season. What was that experience like for you?
Well, I mean, right now we're all just kind of living in this kind of bittersweet kind of emotional place where we're really excited that we get to tell the story the way we want to tell it. We get to end it the way we want to end it, which a lot of television shows just don't get to do that. I don't think we really got to do that on Castle when I was on that show. But with This Is Us, I love that from the beginning, Dan Fogelman had a plan, and it was to be, it was to tell this story and end the story the way we wanted to. We're all really excited about that, but then at the same time, working with these people, we have become a family, and that's the cast, the crew, the writers, and everybody, even to our executives at the studio and network. And it's going to be hard when you have to go on to the next thing, and all of these family members, that you leave behind. Are those bonds going to be strong enough to kind of survive that? But we always go off and find our next kind of family. It's almost like, I feel like sometimes being an actor on a show that goes for a while, you're almost like you're like a foster kid,
right?
And you fall in love with this family, but then sometimes you have to move on and go to another family. And so that's kind of what it feels like. That's why it's bittersweet. You get to have the family, but you have to leave it behind.
Well, believe me, it's bittersweet for us as the audience as well. But in the meantime, we get to enjoy, again, the final season of This Is Us on NBC on Tuesdays. Again, everyone, Jon Huertas has been our guest, talking with us about the show, his career, and, of course, what you guys should be looking forward to next week, as he is not only, of course, directing the new episode, but also gives us something to be able to watch. Make sure you guys tune in for your favorite show on NBC there on Tuesday nights. And, John, how can our audience stay connected with you?
I'm on social media on Instagram, Twitter, even Facebook. I'm not going to say I'm super amazing at social media and keeping up and posting a lot, but, I put stuff out there every once in a while.
Gotcha. Well, we'll be staying tuned for that.
Name, John.
We'll be definitely staying tuned for that. John, thank you so much for taking out time out of your schedule. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, brother.
Glad to do it. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live here on your community station, WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.